Take two. Hi, everyone. I hope you're all well. Welcome along from a very, very freezing cold Darwin on this Saturday, the 12th of November, as you're watching it. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope you are all well and snug and warm wherever you are this evening. Yeah, take two, because the first time I did this, and it's a good job I was paying attention to what I was doing as I went live in my world, pushed the button and there was no sound. My microphone wasn't working, so that could have been really awkward if I hadn't checked that, because normally I just assume everything's working, so I just crack on and upload it. So I'd be getting messages later on. While what you're watching this, I'm hosting a 50th birthday party in Darwin tonight. So I'll be getting messages coming through going, Jay, you're permanently on mute. We've no sound. But anyway, so you've got about 40 seconds before. It's a shorter intro on a Saturday pre-record because I've no shout outs or anything. But hello to you all if you are watching. So yeah, 30 seconds to go and we'll start the quiz. But yeah, that would have been really, really awkward if I hadn't paid attention there. So I think I'll pay more attention now. Pre-records have worked really well, and then yeah, all of a sudden it just stops working. But yeah, remember tonight, so first couple of house rules. So obviously the live chat is switched on all the way through on YouTube, but please don't put your answers in the comments. Although I will be moderating a little bit, so yeah, don't put your answers in the comments. It just ruins it for everybody else. 10 seconds to go. But yeah, hello to all of you who are playing. Hope you're well. Hope you're all good. Grab yourselves a pen and a piece of paper because we are 3, 2, 1, and we are ready to go. Hopefully. Oh, where's my camera gone? Dun, dun, dun. Still had it switched off from when it froze on me on Thursday night. Anyway, welcome along. Thank you very much for joining us. It is Saturday, the 12th of November. Hope you're all well. 50 questions in front of us, plus the usual fun and games for the breaks. But we'll kick off with entertainment as we always do. What screen is it on? Oh, that one there. Right, here we go. Let's get this underway. Question number 1 tonight. Who had a hit with It's Oh So Quiet in 1995? So who had a 1995 hit with It's Oh So Quiet? Which is basically how this quiz started tonight with my first recording. Number 2, what was the name of the vehicle that Dick Dastardly and Muttley drove in Wacky Races? Well, that's Muttley, isn't it? Yeah, it's Muttley. So what was the name of the vehicle that Dick Dastardly and Muttley drove in Wacky Races? Remember, you're policing yourselves tonight as well. It's a very good point. Probably should have said this at the beginning. You know, I'm not here to sort of referee any dispute. So if you feel you can convince the people that you're playing with or yourself that you're right, then give yourselves a point. But argue amongst yourselves. Number 3, what was the name of Henry Winkler's character in Happy Days? Not do impression. Must not do impression. What was the name of Henry Winkler's character in Happy Days? Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Number 4, what is the name of the music style which is singing without instrumental accompaniment? Something I was just doing. So what is the name of the music style which is singing without instrumental accompaniment? Number 5, complete the name of the horror film I Know What You Did Last. What? So complete the name of the horror film I Know What You Did Last. What? Number 6, the Teenage Mutant Hero or Ninja, depending on your era. The Teenage Mutant Hero Ninja Turtles were called Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, and whom? So the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, or Ninja Turtles, were Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, and whom? Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power. Number 7, what a percussion instrument lends its name to a Bob Dylan song from 1965? So what percussion instrument lends its name to a Bob Dylan song from 1965? Number 8, King Kong. 2 out of the 3 films, Kong climbed the Empire State Building. But what did King Kong climb? There's way too many King Kongs in this question, Jay. King Kong. 2 films, Kong climbed the Empire State Building. But what did King Kong climb in the other film? So in 2 of the King Kong films, he climbed the Empire State Building. But what did King Kong climb in the other film? Number 9, who starred alongside Eddie Murphy in the film Trading Places? So who starred alongside Eddie Murphy in the film Trading Places? And finally, number 10, Saturday Night singer Wigfield hails from which country? So Saturday Night singer Wigfield hails from which country? So round 2, a bit of science and nature for you on this Saturday evening, kicking off with this for number 1. What is the largest joint in the human body? So what is the largest joint in the human body? Number 2, which chemical element has the symbol S? So which chemical element has the symbol S? I have now got Saturday Night from Wigfield stuck in my head. Number 3, in which part of the body would you find the labyrinth? So in which part of the body would you find the labyrinth? Number 4, what was the name of the first cloned sheep? So what was the name of the first cloned sheep? Meh. Oh, it's all mirrored. That's try to sort my hoodie out. That'll do. Number 5, how many bones are in the human neck? So how many bones are in the human neck? Number 6, what is the more common term for junk email? So what is the more common term for junk email? Number 7, a young deer is called a what? So a young of a deer, that's wrong, isn't it? So a deer, a female deer. There we go. That's better. Just for those people who have got us on mute. Yeah, the young of a deer is called a what? See, I could have, pre-recorded. I could have edited that, but number 8, cashmere comes from which animal? So cashmere comes from which animal? Number 9, what device is used to measure angles? So what device is used to measure angles? And your final science and nature question for this evening. Which animal can be African savanna, African forest, and Asian? So which animal can be African savanna, African forest, and Asian? Or Asian, should be, really. Those are the 3 main types that you've got in the world. Let's finish off your first part of the quiz then. Saturday night, it's blockbusters. So here we go. Number 1, what P is the collective name for a group of dolphins or whales? So what P is the collective name for a group of dolphins or whales? Number 2, excuse me, number 2, what TC is the name of a person who makes public announcements, usually after ringing a bell? So what TC is the name of a person who makes public announcements, usually after ringing a bell? Number 3, what TP is a shot from outside the circle in basketball? So what TP is a shot from outside the circle in basketball? Number 4, what PAC are advantages and disadvantages? So what PAC are advantages and disadvantages? Number 5, what WS shows wind direction, particularly at airports? So what WS shows wind direction at airports? Number 6, what GT deserves another? I'll tell you now, it's not gin and tonic. What GT deserves another? Just thinking about that one, actually. No, it's fine. Number 7, what AL is to improvise lines? So what AL is to improvise lines? Number 8, what OB is used at seances? So what OB is used at seances? Number 9, what FC is a section of the plane said to be when you turn left? So what FC is a section of the plane said to be when you turn left? And your final question for now, number 10, what PD is a fantasy or overreaching proposition? So what PD is a fantasy or overreaching proposition? Okay, there you go. That's your first 30 questions all done for you. There will be up on Twitter if you need a recap now. I'm not going down the route of the website today just because if it goes wrong, then and I'm not anywhere near because I can't do it on my phone. So if there was a problem, because I might have an eye on it, but if there is a problem, normally I can, if I'm sat near a computer, I can jump on. But because I won't be near a computer, so it'll be similar to, I think I did it last Saturday. Can't remember. Recently anyway. So just head on over to Twitter at the virtual pub Q1 and the questions will be there for a recap for you now. Or if you're watching this on repeat. Right, that is it for me for this first part. We're going to take a short break. Make sure I've got this right set up. Remove me and put that on. There we go. So for your first break this evening, what I have for you is this. They recently, the BBC, in conjunction with the official charts company, celebrating 70 years of the official charts, they looked at if streaming was in play from the beginning, which songs would be the biggest, most streamed songs of each year. So I've taken that list and adapted it a little bit. So I've got 9 songs and 9 years coming up for you. All you need to do is match the songs to the year they were released or first released. Because some of the ones in the chart were, yeah, it's a bit odd. So match these 9 songs coming up to the year they were first released. 7 minutes, and I will see you after this. Apologies there. You may have had the complete sound of silence, and I've just realised as I was going to turn it off that you've had no music. Which no doubt I've had a load of messages that there's no music, but it's pre-recorded. Not a lot I can do after that point, but you'll have music for your second break, so apologies for that. But yeah, sound of silence. You can make up your own music. Most of you know what the music is anyway. I remember a while back when I changed the music, I had so many messages from people going, "What on earth have you done? You've changed the music. How am I?" We were sorry. Anyway. Right, I digress. Let's give you the answers then to this in just a moment. Quick. Get your answers down. Answers down. Right, pens down. Here we go. Match these songs then to the year they were first released, and it looks like this. There we go. So, Tutti Frutti, Little Richard was 1955. Don't Stop Me Now by Queen was 1979. We Didn't Start the Fire, Billy Joel. Never heard of that song. Wonder if it's any good. Should give it a listen. That was 1989. My Girl and the Temptations. I Got Sunshine. 1964. Is that the one? Yeah, that is right. Party in the USA, Miley Cyrus is 2009. Someone Like You, Adele was 2011. Thunderstruck, AC/DC, 1990. That's a great tune. Brilliant tune, that. Wonderwall by Oasis was 1995. And the summer of 69 was Bon Jovi, 1985. Yeah, it's about. I mean, to be fair, I was flicking through because I was trying to find some quiz questions and stuff out of the list that the BBC and the chart show have put together, the official charts. Official singles charts, sorry. So yeah, I was having a look through those lists, and there's some surprising songs in there. The way they've done it is they've looked at the biggest streaming, they've taken the stream songs that have been streamed, and then assigned them to a year, and some of them are quite surprising. Have a look at the list if you can find it. Because I couldn't find the proper list, so I just googled BBC streaming chart 19 whatever, and it came up. So yeah, some surprising songs in there, but a wealth of quiz questions hiding in there as well. Right, get your answer sheets together then for the first part of the quiz. I need to get on the right screen. It's that one there, I think. Yeah, we'll go with that one. To get your answer sheets together, let's see how you did with your first 30 questions. We kicked off with Entertainment Tonight, as we always do. May not be that way forever though. You never know. Although, like I say, I change things and people go, "Ah, you're changing." Anyway, right, let's kick it off with your answers. Number one. Who had a 1995 hit with Oh So Quiet? It was Bjork. Shh. Shh. Number two. What was the name of the vehicle that Dick Dastardly and Muttley drove in Wacky Races? It was the Mean Machine. Number three. What was the name of Henry Winkler's character in Happy Days? It was the Fonz or Fonzie. Or Arthur Fonzarelli. That's the word I'm looking for. So any of those will do. But most people will probably remember Fonzie. Number four, what is the name of the musical style which is singing without instrumental accompaniment? It is a cappella. Number five, complete the name of the horror film I Know What You Did Last Summer. Number six, the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles were Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Donatello. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power. Number seven, what percussion instrument lends its name to a Bob Dylan song from 1965? It is tambourine. Number eight, here we go again. King Kong. So, two films. Kong climbed the Empire State Building. What did King Kong climb in the other film? It was the World Trade Center. Yeah, so the three main King Kong films. It was up the Empire State Building in 2, and the World Trade Center when it was there. The original World Trade Center. I can't remember what year the film was. It 1993, maybe. No doubt someone will let me know. Number 9, who starred... Whoa, go back. Who starred alongside Eddie Murphy in Trading Places? It was Dan Aykroyd. And finally, number 10, Saturday Night singer Wigfield hails from which country? It is Denmark. She is from Denmark. Saturday night. Da-dee-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da. Science and nature then for you. Number 1, what is the largest joint in the human body? It's the knee. I know, there might be some of you who've gone, what? But yeah, the largest joint in the human body, and potentially one of the most needed, is the knee. I may have done something stupid talking of knees, but I can't say anything at the moment until I get it confirmed. Yeah. Number 2, which chemical element has the symbol S? It is sulfur. I may have agreed to do something. Talking of knees, but anyway. Number 3, in which part of the body would you find the labyrinth? It is in your ear. It's the other name for the inner ear. Number 4, what was the name of the first cloned sheep? It's called Dolly. Number 5, how many bones are in the neck? There are 7. 7 bones in your neck. Number 6, what is the more common term for junk email? It is spam. Number 7, a young deer. I'm not rechanging this one now. A young deer is called a fawn. Number 8, cashmere comes from a goat. Number 9, what device is used to measure angles? It is a protractor. And number 10, which animal can be African savanna, African forest, and Asian? It is elephant. Onto your blockbusters then. Number 1, what P is the collective name for a group of dolphins or whales? It is pod. Pod. I've lost my voice. Pod. Number 2, what TC is the name of a person who makes public announcements, usually after ringing a bell? It is town crier. Hey, yay, hey, yay, hey. I should have had a bell, shouldn't I? Hey, yay, hey, yay. No, too far. Number 3, what TP is a shot from outside the circle in basketball? It is 3-pointer. Number 4, what PAC are advantages and disadvantages? It is pros and cons. Number 5, what WS shows wind direction at airports? It is a windsock. Number 6, what GT deserves another? It is good turn. Now, some of you might have been thinking good deed as well, but good turn, good deed is the same thing. But obviously GT is what I was asking for. So in theory, good deed is right. But if you've put good deed, then you're probably wrong because it doesn't spell with it. You know what I mean? Again, I can't referee tonight, so it's down to you guys to decide. But in theory, good deed is wrong, just to clarify. Number 7, what AL is to improvise lines? It is ad lib. Number 8, what OB is used at seances? It is a Ouija board. Number 9, what FC is a section of the plane said to be when you turn left? It is first class. Don't know. Never been that far up. And number 10, what PD is a fantasy or overreaching proposition? It is a pipe dream. So there we go. That is all of your first 30 questions and answers done. How are you getting on? Let us know, because I do go back through it. I do go back through and have a look, because it does help, especially with not having Quiz Jockey at the moment. And we've not had Quiz Jockey on a Saturday for a long time. But especially with not having Quiz Jockey at the moment. Quiz Jockey, not only was it great and interactive for you guys, it also gave me a snapshot of percentage-wise of how the questions were looking. So it does help. So let us know how you're getting on so far. Was it tricky? Was it easy? Was it however, etc. So let us know how you're doing. Still to come, connections round and general knowledge. I say this all the time, but I love this connections round tonight. I absolutely love this connections round. Haley, you might need Easter eggs at the ready. It's not... How do I put this? This connection round started, again, it started life with a potential that I could have done a whole quiz on it. but it would have just been ludicrous in places. So I decided to scale it back. I did think about doing the whole second part of the quiz based around this connection, but then again, I decided that I'm just going to contain it, into one round. But I really like this one. And I've really got to not give too many clues away. All right, let's get it. Excuse me. Let's get into it. Let's find out how you get on with it. So, as always, connections, 9 questions. Question number 10, and what links them all together. Let's kick it off then. With question number 1. What M is a regular gathering of people for the purchase and sale of provisions, livestock, and others? So what M is a regular gathering of people for the purchase and sale of provisions, livestock, and others? Number 2, what word is to instigate illegal proceedings against a person or institution? So what word is to instigate illegal proceedings against a person or institution? Number 3, what type of bread is made using whole or almost whole wheat grains? What type of bread is made using whole or almost whole wheat grains? Number 4, a person who wins a sprint race is the winner or the what beginning with F? So a person who wins a sprint race is the winner or the what beginning with F? Number 5, this character is called Super what? So this character is called Super what? Number 6, what T is a small device that releases a spring which sets off a mechanism to fire a gun? So what T is a small device that releases a spring which sets off a mechanism to fire a gun? Number 7, what is a strong open vehicle with 2 or 4 wheels, typically used for carrying loads and pulled by a horse? So what is a strong open vehicle with 2 or 4 wheels, typically used for carrying loads and pulled by a horse? Number 8, what can be skimmed, semi-skimmed, and whole? So what can be skimmed, semi-skimmed, and whole? Number 9, what is the other side of the compass to east? So what is the other side of the compass to east? And as always, what links all of those answers together? If you've got it, well done. All right, general knowledge then. Number 1, how many carats is pure gold? Always believe in your soul. Number 2, Nordica is the flag carrier airline for which country? So Nordica is the flag carrier airline for which country? Number 3, name the bridge. So name the bridge for number 3. Number 4, which strait lies between the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea? So which strait lies between the Mediterranean Ocean and the between the Atlantic Ocean even and the Mediterranean Sea? Number 5, in the acronym NASA, what does the first A stand for? So in the acronym NASA, what does the first A stand for? Number 6, a diamond is the birthstone for people born in which month? So a diamond is the birthstone for people born in which month? Number 7, which former Prime Minister's maiden name was Roberts? So which former Prime Minister's maiden name was Roberts? So I'm just making sure the microphone's still working, humming along randomly. Number 8, Henry VIII's wives shared 3 nationalities: Spanish, English, and which other nationality? If you've seen the musical 6, you should know this straight away. Henry VIII's wives shared 3 nationalities: Spanish, English, and which other nationality? Number 9, the car maker MG. What does the G stand for? So the car maker MG, what does the G stand for? Finally, number 10. Sandringham House can be found in which county? So Sandringham House can be found in which county? Okay, all right, that is it. That's all of your questions for this evening. So coming up is some dingbats. Let me just turn my camera off on that one. As always, 9 things. Say what you see. As always, let me remember to turn your music on this time as well. That there. Saturday breaks. That goes there. And then music on as well. Cool. I will see you in 7 minutes time. Okay, I'm up here in my little box. No, hang on. Don't turn it on for the first break and then leave it on for when I'm on here. Yeah, anyway, I'm up here in my little box. I'll give you the answers to these in just a short moment. So, last answers, scrabble them down, get them written down. Right, pens down. Here we go. Your answers to these then are... there we go. Number 1, drive a hard bargain. Number 2, engineer. Number 3, I like this one, rolling in the deep. Number 4, drive-in movie. Number 5, cut and paste. Number 6, new kid on the block. Number 7, Magic Mike. Number 8, Cherry Aid. And finally, number 9, British Transport Police. Okay, so that was all of your answers to those. Just a bit more fun in the breaks, etc. As we do on a Saturday. Let me just reinitiate myself down there. I can't remember what I was going to say now. But yeah, remember, that's what I was going to say. Remember, you are policing yourselves and refereeing. So if you think you've got something that's slightly different and you can convince people that you're right, then that is down to you. Like I say, I can't referee tonight. So yeah, down to you. Right, Lee, I can't wait for this. I can't wait to see your reaction to this later on when I do go back through social media to see how you got on with this. Connections round. Let's see how you did with the final part of the quiz, but let's kick off then with this. Round 4, connections. Here we go. Number 1, what M is a regular gathering of people for the purchase and sale of provisions, livestock and others. It is market. I need to get something up on my other screen. Number 2, what word is to instigate legal proceedings against a person or institution? It is sue. Number 3, what type of bread is made using whole or almost whole wheat grains? It is wholemeal bread. Just trying to find it. It was there. Number 4, a person who wins a sprint race is the winner or the what? Beginning with F, it is fastest. Number 5, this character is called Super Ted. Two-ton Ted from Teddington. He's not, but you know what I mean. Number 6, what T is a small device that releases a spring which sets off a mechanism to fire a gun? It is trigger. That's that. Number 7, what is a strong open vehicle with 2 or 4 wheels typically used for carrying loads and pulled by a horse? It is cart. Which, if you put it with the next one, what can be skimmed, semi-skimmed and whole? It is milk. If you didn't get the connection, there are all sorts of things being thrown at the TV right now. Number 9, what is the other side of the compass to east? It is west. And what links them all together? Ernie, the fastest milkman in the west. I'm sorry, I'm not even, no, in fact, I'm not even sorry. Let's say this originally started off, and I could have done a whole quiz on it. I've got the lyrics here, just so you know where some of those things came in. Now, Ernie loved a widow, a lady known as Sue. I tried to get Linley Lane in, but I couldn't get that one worked in. But she lived at number 22, and he drove the fastest milk cart in the west. I'm not even sorry, I absolutely love that one. So if you didn't get it, you know, but if you did, well done. Right, general knowledge then. Number 1, how many carats is pure gold? It's 24. Number 2, Nordica is the flag carrier airline for which country? It's Estonia. Number 3, name the bridge. That's the Brooklyn Bridge. Number 4, which strait lies between the Atlantic Ocean and Mediterranean Sea? It's Gibraltar. Number 5, in the acronym NASA, what does the first A stand for? It's aeronautic. Number 6, a diamond is the birthstone for people born in which month? It's April. Number 7, which former Prime Minister's maiden name was Roberts? It's Margaret Thatcher. Number 8, Henry VIII's wives shared 3 nationalities: Spanish, English, and German. Like I say, I've not seen the musical 6, but I've heard the soundtrack. But one of the songs is The House of Holbein. Sounds very aggressive, but I'm sure in context of the actual play, it makes sense. Number 9, the car maker MG. What does the G stand for? It's Morris Garages. And number 10, Sandringham House can be found in which county? It is Norfolk. I'm over in Norfolk in a couple of weeks. I'm doing a wedding over in Norfolk. Okay, right, tot your scores up. If you need a tiebreaker or if you want to just play along for fun, here it is, and it's this. The most common place name in the USA is Washington, but how many places are called Washington? That includes things like states, towns, cities, villages, etc. So the most common place name in the USA is Washington. How many places are called it? Okay. Nearest to it gets the point. It is 91. There are 91 places in the USA called Washington. I say they count as towns, villages, the big state, of course, Washington State. Yeah, towns, villages, cities, 91 different places called Washington. There you go. Ta-da! That is it. That is all of your quiz questions done for this Saturday, the 12th of November. Thank you very much for joining us. How did you get on? Let us know across social media, and I will flick through it when I get back from this party in Darwin tonight, which I'm doing. I'm not going to a party. I'm actually doing a quiz tonight, or by the time that you'll have watched it. By the time you'll have watched this, I'm probably maybe back home. Not sure. Depends how it goes. Anyway, thank you very much for being with us. Thank you for playing along. Back live as usual on Thursday night. Trying something different as well. If you're not following us on Instagram, I'm trying something a bit different. This is going to be for a couple of breaks coming up in the next couple of weeks. So if you keep an eye on our Instagram stories, I want your opinions on something while I build something for a quiz. So if you search for us on Instagram, the Virtual Pub Quiz, follow us on there, and our Instagram stories are going to have some polls and stuff this week for you guys to get involved with, interact, and share with your friends and family. So if you're not following us on there, please do, because there's going to be need your help with some things. Have a look on there. Right, that is it from me. I am out. Thank you very much for playing. Thank you for being with us, and I will see you all soon. As always, for me, take care. Stay safe.